Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be looking at the S.H.Figuarts Din Djarin from The Mandalorian. Now this is a figure that when it was released I actually skipped it because I felt like I already have few of the Black Series Mandalorians and his initial price was a little bit too high for me. But recently I saw on AmiAmi's store that they had this set for around $40 something US, and I decided to get him because this is actually the set that comes with a lot of cool accessories and it comes with additional Grogu figure, and we'll look all of those accessories later in the video, but because of all those things that come in this packaging, I felt like this is the kind of an ultimate Season 2 Din Djarin figure, and so I decided to get him. And I actually have this figure in my possession for some time now, but because we are at the start of Season 3 of The Mandalorian, I felt like this is a great time to take a look at this figure and actually pose him around for my next posing video. Now from the start we can see that practically all of the proportions on this figure are good except that one little thing, and that is the head or the helmet. It feels like the helmet is just too small for this body, and another problem is that the neck peg is too short, and because of that and because of the way that cape bunches around his neck, it kind of looks like his head is sinking into his body and that he doesn't have any neck. And so I saw a lot of people online getting that custom made neck joint that they replace with the existing one in this figure, and that little peg piece actually makes his head sit a little bit higher on that neck, and for the most people that fixes the problem. But I don't have that custom piece, and so we're gonna look at this guy, how he looks originally straight out of the box. So let's jump right in. I do have a little bit of damage or a paint scrub right here on this visor black piece on his helmet, but I think that I can fix that with a little bit of black color, so it's not a big deal. Let's look at his articulation. Now the head is on a ball joint and it moves in all directions. He can look a little bit up and much more down, and you can get side to side movement. Here in his shoulders we do have this shoulder armor, and here is the sculpted insignia with mudhorn, and those are on hinges so that they get out of the way when you are articulating his arms. So the arm goes 360 and that shoulder piece moves with it. There is no problem with articulating the arms up so that you can get that great T-pose, and as you see the shoulder pads go out of the way. We do get the bicep swivel, we have the double jointed elbows, and there is a peg joint on his wrists so that you can move his hand in any direction that you want. Just be aware of the direction where this little ball peg is turned so that you don't break it. This little piece on his gauntlet does come off, and that is because this is actually a reissue of the previous version of this figure that came with a flame throwing effect, but this figure or this set actually doesn't come with that flame throwing accessory. But going back to his articulation, there is a side to side movement in his torso. He does crunch a little bit forward, almost nothing actually, and we do get a much better crunch to the back. He does have a cut up here and down at his waist as well, so you can turn both joints from side to side. The strap is a separate piece, but it's pegged up here at his chest armor. Down here at his belt we do have his holster with a gun, and this is actually an interchangeable part where you get the empty holster when he's holding a gun in his hands, and these side flaps also hinge and go out of the way when you are articulating his legs. Here at the hips we do have a drop down method so that our Din Djarin can be slightly taller, but that's also here to give you a better range in articulation when moving his legs. So we do get this far forward, not a lot to the back because there is that butt flap that gets in the way. We do have a thigh swivel. We do get double bend in the knee, no boot swivel. But down here at the ankles we do get a decent movement to the back, but not much forward. So that's unfortunate. And also there is not much of ankle pivot. It almost doesn't exist, so that's a bummer as well. And then we do get that toe hinge. So for the most part the articulation of this figure is great, except the part that I would say is the most important, the most crucial point of articulation, and that is the articulation of his feet. I should also mention that there is a drop-down method for his shoulders as well, so that the arm can go down and up, and that is good because that gives you more range when you want to get his arm in front of him or across of his body, so that's great. It's a kind of butterfly joint, but the S.H.Figuarts style. Let's now look at his accessories, and there are a lot of them. This guy comes with a pair of fisted hands that are already on the figure. He comes with a pair of these Beskar spear holding hands, one opened hand that is shaped for him to hold one of those detonators that he has on his belt, and one of them is actually removable. Then we get a pair of these weapon holding hands, a pair of more opened hands for holding Grogu, and a pair of trigger finger hands, but both of them are for his right arm, and as you can see the hole is of different size because one is for holding the gun and one for holding his rifle. And speaking of his weapons, he comes with his gun, his rifle, his Beskar spear, an interchangeable gauntlet part for when his whistling birds are launched, and this is a great little effect with the translucent plastic and those little bullets that are sculpted and painted. He comes with an interchangeable gun holster that is empty. We do get his jetpack and two interchangeable blasting effects for when you want to pose him like he is flying. Then we get few really scary small pieces. This is actually the smallest one, and it's a piece for his rifle strap when you want to plug it in. We get a piece that you put into his back for holding his rifle, and a small piece that goes on his belt for holding his Beskar spear. Mando also comes with an interchangeable Pedro Pascal Din Djarin head, and I feel like the S.H.Figuarts really did a great job here. The one that Hasbro made is really awful for the Black Series, and I know that Medicom toy Mafex is coming out with their version of unhelmeted head for Din Djarin, and from the promo pics it looks amazing, but for now I feel like this is a great looking Din Djarin head. Maybe his mustaches could be a little darker, but yeah, I feel like S.H.Figuarts really did a great job with this face. This set also comes with Grogu, and it's more like statue version, although he does have some articulation in his head, and this part here that goes around his neck moves with the head. The arms do have a little bit of articulation. The S.H.Figuarts previously released Grogu as a single figure, and that figure is actually fully articulated and comes with soft goods for his clothes, but from what I saw from reviews, a lot of people feel like it's too fiddly, it is over-engineered, and that's not something that you probably need for your Grogu figure, because most of the time he will just be standing there. S.H.Figuarts actually gives us a pouch in this set, and it's a plastic pouch. It's fixed in this position. As you can see, there is a hole here for you to separate Grogu's head, and then you simply just peg it inside of that hole, and so now you have little Grogu peeking out of Mando's pouch. And here is how the two look together. Let's now go into size comparisons. Here is our S.H.Figuarts Mando with the Black Series IG-11 and the Black Series Beskar Mando with Grogu. Here he is with Mafex IG-11 and the Black Series Book of Boba Fett Throne Room Boba Fett. Here he is with the S.H.Figuarts Jedi Luke Skywalker and the Black Series Ahsoka Tano from The Mandalorian with Island Journey Rey's poncho. Here he is with the Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper and Bandai model kit Darth Vader with custom soft goods. And then finally, here he is with Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and NECA Mirage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael bootleg from AliExpress. All in all, this is a great set. I feel like for $40-something US, this is a great value. Yeah, I do know that his helmet is probably a little bit too small. The fabric that they are using for his cape here is a little bit too rigid. The articulation of the ankles of his feet is really limited. There is also the frustration of interchanging those small pieces and parts and mounting his rifle on his back. But all that taken into consideration, I still feel like this is a great set. You do get a lot of stuff with it, a lot of accessories, you get an interchangeable Din Djarin head, and you get a little Grogu figure with a pouch in which Mando can carry him. All in all, I'm really satisfied with this set. I think that S.H.Figuarts really did a great job on this one. Can they improve it? Yes, of course they can. But for now, it is what it is. I know that Mafex also made their version of The Mandalorian, and from what I saw from reviews, it's an amazing figure. I don't know, maybe the articulation in his ankles is a little bit better on the Mafex one. So, posing video for this guy will be up on the channel tomorrow. I hope that you are all enjoying in the new season of The Mandalorian, and that's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you all for watching, thank you for being here with me. Stay tuned for a posing video for this guy, and I'll see you in the next video.